Hello, in this video we are going to look at how you can find and use Future Snoops from the FIT library. So we're going to start out today on the FIT library's homepage, and from here there are a couple of different ways you can get to the databases, but today we're going to look at how you can get to our databases if you know the exact name of the database that you're looking for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to this one search box and I'm going to click on databases. Now it's going to search through all the databases that the library has access to. And here I can type Future Snoops and I will get results for just Future Snoops since that's the specific database we're talking about here. So to access Future Snoops, I'm now going to click to log in. Now you can click and use an incognito window here, and that can help to avoid certain technological problems. You don't necessarily need to always do it, but we recommend it, and particularly if you find that you get an error message, it's great to try with an incognito window. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to open up in a new window. Here we're looking at it. And now I'm going to log in with my FIT username, which is the first part of my email address before the @ symbol, and the same password that I use for everything at FIT, Brightspace and my other logins like my email. Then I click submit and it will give me access to Future Snoops. So Future Snoops has access to a lot of different trend forecasting content. And you can see that it goes beyond just fashion. It includes the various different fashion markets, but also accessories, home, beauty and wellness, color, and more. So there's a lot that you can find on this platform, but today we're going to be looking at a couple of specific places. First, let's look at Future Snoops' different culture elements in their culture menu. And this is where you can find both macro trends, which are very high level trends that are going to be influential beyond one particular area of commerce, and color trends. So let's take a look at the macro trends to see what those look like. Clicking on this is going to take us to all of their macro trends, and you'll see that they usually define 5 for a particular year. So we're looking out to 2027, and they've defined these 5 different macro trends. If we look at one of these, so we can look at flex stability, and this report is, again, not going to be specific to a particular type of product, but instead be looking at a macro trend that they think is going to apply more widely. So we can look at what they have here. They have inspirational images, text that's going to tell you a little bit about what they see coming for this trend, how it connects to where we are now, and their big 5 predictions about what this is going to mean for the future. A lot of this is backed up with data. You can see they've got some data here, and that it's going to often tell you where this comes from. So you can link back to different resources that they're relying on to come up with their predictions. It's also going to give you the macro evolution map to tell you how this connects to what they had been predicting in past years. For all of these images, you can download them and use them in your assets if you'd like to use them in products and projects. All right, so now we're going to go back to the Fashion Snoops homepage and look at now their color content. So if we click on color, we're going to see where they're going to show us the color is going for the future as well. So they're going to tell us several anchor colors for each season. And here's one called Aqua Rush for Spring Summer 2027. I'm going to click on this report and it's going to show us a mix of inspirational imagery and text about this color and why they think that it's going to be important for a particular season. They always start off with why this color, and that really connects it to other colors that they're predicting and why they think it ties into their particular predictions for the future. They also have some great video content that's going to give you a sense of the feel that they think is coming along with this color. All these images apply to different areas in the marketplace. So they've got homewares, accessories, fashion, footwear, makeup. And again, with any of them, you can hover over it to get the download option so that you could use this in your class projects. If I scroll down further, I'm going to hear a little bit more about how this fits in with their other content, such as macro trends, evolutions from past seasons, and what materials they predict are coming in. And then down at the bottom, they're going to give us examples of how this color is going to be used in different markets. They do this for all of their colors. And down here, we can see that they're going to also give us related color palettes, not only for fashion, but for things like homewares and other product categories as well. Initially, these are going to be in their Future Snoops color name, but you can use this drop-down menu to transform this to Pantone so that you're able to take this across different platforms and translate this to your own color palettes. Going back again to their homepage, now we can see how we can find fashion forecasts for particular seasons. I'm going to look to this women's menu, and you'll see the first option down is forecasts. They do have more than that. They have runway, trade shows, retail, and hot now, which you can explore in the future. They also have product categories. So if you are looking for a specific product category, you can check out the reports they have there. But for today, we're going to focus on their forecasting content. I'm going to click on their forecasting content, and you'll see that they're going to give me seasonal narratives for the upcoming season. That's what they called their forecasting reports for various sub-themes and sub-trends. If I click on Daydream, I'm going to have access to a full report for this narrative. They start by defining what it is and offering some context for it. Then they go into a video, much like their color videos, that are going to be evocative of the particular feelings and themes that they think go with this trend. And then we get into imagery, which again, you can download all of these images for your class projects, and you can look at their proposed color palettes of what they think goes well together. For all of their color usage sections, you can again select Pantone from this dropdown to get the actual Pantone values for their recommended color palettes. They're also going to tell you specific individuals and brands that are influential to this particular trend and that you could look to for more inspiration along these lines. And they're going to give you styling photos and material details that go along with the trend, even pattern and graphics as you scroll further through. And then they're going to give you specific categories and how this might apply to those categories. So we have sweaters and knits, woven tops, dresses, bottoms, jackets and coats, denim, tailoring, and a roadmap for how this fits into their other macro trends, cultural sentiments, design aesthetics, and product shifts. If you want more photos, you can find those down at the bottom. So this is a very quick introduction to Future Snoops, but I would encourage you to explore the platform and see how you might use it in your class projects for this class and others.